Hello everyone, welcome back. I guess it's not really back since I'm just here to vent a little. I know I shouldn't do this, and I know it's not, the best thing to do for someone like me. I mean, I should be working and posting new covers and stuff, right? Well, truth is, I haven't been singing for months. I lost my practice space, which is fine, I guess. But I have decided I want to come back one day. As soon as it's possible for me to practice again and stuff, I want to start singing again. And even if I have to still record with my phone, I want to release more covers, and I want to one day buy proper equipment and redo my old covers as well, because I don't want to leave you guys. I have just been left alone by two of my dearest friends, and I know what it feels like when someone just suddenly disappears. For the person themselves, it's no big deal, because they will never lose themselves. If I disappear, it's no big deal for me, because I'm always around myself. I won't miss myself. But you guys might miss me. You might wonder what's wrong if something happened to me. So I'm here to tell you a lot happened. A lot of painful stuff happened just those past 2 days. And I'm so sorry that this update video is just me crying. As I said, two friends left me. I can't reach either of them. They both don't want to talk to me again. They don't want to talk to me anymore, ever again. That's the correct grammar. It was kind of my fault. I don't think I've talked about this yet on my channel or anywhere public, but I do have some mental disorders. I'm gonna just name one. I do have a borderline personality disorder, which oftentimes causes me to, lash out at people. I will randomly pick a fight with a friend of mine and insult them and tell them very mean and harmful things, because I wanna say something that I think could potentially make them feel hurt, because their reaction to it is what's gonna make me determine whether or not I'm at risk of losing them or not. It's basically like if I tell them something and they're like, oh no, how could you say something like that, and they get mad and argue with me for a bit, and then they're like, you know what, I'll just leave, I'm done with you, then I know that this friendship probably wouldn't have lasted for long anyway. But if they start, being like, wait, where's that coming from? Did something happen? What did I do? Stuff like this. If they start getting worried, I know they actually want to be my friend, and they want to stay, and they actually care about me. I know it's messed up. I wish I wouldn't do this, because I've lost two of the most important people in my life to this behavior. And I can't even make this up. I've been crying for the past probably 4 hours, constantly. I've constantly been crying. I've had several panic attacks, and just knowing that there's people out there whom I love as my friends, whom I cherished and still cherish to this day, even though they don't talk to me anymore. Knowing that they're out there somewhere, living their life, and I have no way of reaching them, and spending time with them again and making good memories, laughing together, sharing stories, sharing basically our lives with each other. It just hurts too much for me to comprehend this feeling. I feel like right now all I wish for is to just not feel anything anymore. I don't wanna be in pain anymore. I've cried for almost the entire night yesterday, and I will cry for the entire night today, because one of the people who helped me through the night yesterday is not here anymore today, because he left. And I don't know how to deal with that, because those are the same people who once told me that I'm super important to them and that they will always be at my side and never leave me, and that I can always count on them. And now they're gone because of something I did, because I lashed out at them, and they feel like, I don't even know what their reasoning for this is, but they feel like they shouldn't talk to me anymore because it's not good for either one of us or both of us. It hurts. I don't want to swear. It hurts so much. And I've realized that this is basically kind of like what I'm doing to you guys right now. I mean, if you want to do something in life, you have a dream, you have a goal, something you want to achieve, it's fine if that doesn't involve other people. If you, for example, want to become a chef, and, well, just for yourself because you like cooking, even if you give up on that, it's not going to affect anyone. No one was looking forward to seeing you become a chef. Well, maybe your family or friends, but, let's just assume, like, no strangers, no one who wasn't, like, close to you in your everyday life. But as someone who wanted to be a public person, someone who wanted to sing and to make people feel better, to give them light and hope in, times like this, in moments like the one I am in right now. I'm probably gonna listen to some other songs, honestly. If I imagine someone in a situation, if I imagine someone, grabbing their headphones and putting on one of my songs to calm down or to cry their eyes out to, I wouldn't say it would make me happy, because that's kind of morbid, I guess. But I would be grateful, and I would be happy. Not that they chose me, my music, my voice to listen to when they're in pain, but I would be happy that I achieved something like this, that I managed to make something, to create something that helps people in times as difficult as this. I want to give people not only hope, I want to give them mainly a place to vent. I know I kind of explained my concept before, I think, but I think it's a lot more clear to me now. I want to sing about all the ugly things in life, about loss, about heartbreak, even though there are so many songs about heartbreak, but they're usually very, I don't know if melancholic is the right word, but it's like, they're usually like very, I don't know how to explain it, but I want to sing about like the raw, unfiltered, English is weird, the raw, unfiltered version of feelings. Nothing, out of a movie, no cliches, just raw emotions. The way I feel them, or the way you guys tell me you feel them. I want to sing about, stuff that is usually not talked about or acknowledged enough. Like, I have had ideas for songs about, for example, a child not getting enough love, or not any love or attention, positive attention at least, from their family at all growing up. So they grow up to be this person who isn't only starved for attention and affection, but they also end up in places where they definitely shouldn't have been. And it's because it's their family's fault. Because they didn't even just neglect the child, they actively, physically, maybe, definitely emotionally, verbally abused the child to the point where the child just broke, and they became basically an outcast because they don't know how to function anymore in society. They don't know how to trust people anymore. They don't know how to build a healthy relationship, because all they've ever known was that no matter how hard they try, they will never earn the praise or the approval or even just like a hug from the ones who should be closest to them. Because honestly, this is something I have a lot of experience with myself, and I want to sing about it. I want to express the pain. I don't want to just sing a story. I want to express the pain that comes with growing up like this. I want to express the pain of knowing you can't change something. Like, that's another song idea. A song about, I don't really know what yet, but it's a song about just feeling helpless because some things are just out of our control. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be like a loved one taking their own life or something like this. You have no way of doing anything against it to prevent it, but you still feel bad about it, or you feel frustrated and trapped because you can't change things. Maybe it's even gonna be a song about about the world itself. You can't change the world by yourself, so you feel trapped. Maybe like this. I don't really know. There are a lot more songs that I thought about, not talked about. What am I talking? Mainly one. It's gonna be called Hakomania. I think that's the working title, at least. I have no lyrics for it yet, but I want it to be an empowering song. I want it to be something like, if I ever have a fandom, I want it to be something like its anthem. A song that lifts people's spirits, but also gives them like that fighting spirit and like hope and courage. I want people to listen to this song, to sing along to it, and be proud to be part of my fandom. And think that because they're part of my fandom, because they are part of this big whole thing, they have the power to overcome anything. They have the power to stand up to people and things that that hurt them or that treated them unfairly, and they can be just like, F you. I'm like, we're more than you. We are stronger than you. We're proud to be like, you call us like, I don't know, delinquents, you call us outcasts, you call us like, I don't know, societal trash. But we are proud of that. We are proud to be like that. You're not gonna change us. We're gonna disobey your rules with a smile. Something like this. Because it's really, I think, like the most important message I want to convey is that I don't even want to start it with in today's day and age, because I think it's probably always been like that. In our society, we stigmatize people too much. We judge them based on individualism. Like, they don't fit in with the rest, so they're bad. We don't look at them as something special like we do. Like, for example, with animals, we see a shiny animal and we're like, oh my god, that's so cool. We see a human who's slightly different than the rest and we want to lock them behind bars. Why? Why are so many things that I personally would associate with freedom so frowned upon in society? And why can't you just, cause a little bit of trouble? Because if the world wronged you, why not wrong it back? If your teachers bully you in school, why not disobey some of the school's rules? Like, I don't know, the dress code or something. Just mess with them. I'm not giving you advice. I'm not saying you should do that. But I'm just saying that's kind of like the message that I want to convey. Why should we cater to people's expectations of us? What do we get from meeting people's expectations? We should be who we want to be. We shouldn't be disruptive or something just because we just because of like that whole idea, but just be who you want to be. That's the message, basically. I want to convey all those things. I have so many ideas for songs, for like music videos, character designs, and not only do I not want to let them go to waste, I want to share them with you all, and I want them to reach a lot of people so that they can hopefully build up something beautiful. And I mean, I've met all of my current and past, I guess I have to say past now, bestest friends that I have through the Ado fandom, because all of them somehow came to me through Ado. Because all of them listened to her. That's what we all have in common. We're so different, but we all have that one thing in common. And that 2 of those friendships didn't last was my fault. But I wish to build up something like a community like that as well, so that people can make friends and feel, less lonely in life. Feel like they've got someone, even if there's someone is like on the other side of the world, they've got someone who has their back, who's gonna listen to them. I certainly would if I could always listen to everyone who is gonna listen to my music. It works in the beginning, but if I ever hit a very big number of subscribers or fans or whatever, it's gonna get more difficult reading every single comment and replying to every single one and remembering who people are and their story and stuff. I will no doubt still try, but it's just not gonna be guaranteed anymore. So I still want to be there for people through my art, basically, but I also want people who enjoy my art to be able to be there for each other. Because honestly, right now, I would need that too. Like, if I could, I would probably hop onto the next social media, and if I was part of any sort of group that is related to any sort of fan group that is related to one of my fandoms that I'm in, I would probably hop on there and be like, hey guys, can I vent for a moment? I am feeling terrible. I don't know how to come to terms with the fact that I'm now not alone. I do have friends left, but that I am more alone than before. And I lost some really great people. I should get counseling or something, probably. I'll see if I can do that somehow. I'll look into that. It hurts a lot, but while I'm talking to you, which is also why I'm just dragging this out, it kind of feels bearable, because I'm focused on conveying a message here. Anyway, the conclusion of that is, I know I've got reminded of the feeling of being left alone by someone you cared about in any sort of way. I don't want to do this to you. I don't want to be this kind of person who just disappears one day and everyone's wondering where they went, and I don't want to do this. I could never bring myself to do this to someone. I know what it feels like, and it's awful, and I don't even want to say I owe you that I continue my career, but I owe it to myself as well. But mostly, I do still have 61 subscribers. That means there are 61 people hoping that I will someday come back, or maybe some of them just forgot to unsubscribe. I don't know. There are definitely people who still believe in me and who still want to see me succeed. And even if right now the concept of getting up and warming up my voice and practicing, even though I can't even do it right now, but even though it sounds so exhausting to me right now, I need to just, how do you say that in English? Get it together and push through. And maybe, I need to just keep going. Like, it's the same as with work. You can't just be like, oh, I don't feel like going to work, I'll just quit my job. Even if you have a period in your life where you don't want to do your job at all, you still go and do it, even though you don't like it, because you have to. People rely on you. And then maybe there comes a period of time again where you really like your job and you're glad you didn't quit. I think it's the same. I need to push through right now, or, well, when I can start practicing again, even though I don't feel like singing at all, and I feel like just being lazy and playing video games all day. I need to push through until the day comes when I wake up and I think, yay, I can practice again today. I'm so happy. I need to find my passion, my love for singing again. I have already kind of rediscovered my love for Ado-san's music. I do listen to her again. I'm not as much in the fandom anymore. I'm not that active. I don't really get I don't get most news of what's going on, but I still love her music. And today I went somewhere and in the background, the background music they played 3 Ado songs. I think it was Backlight, Value, and Mirror. And I had heard all 3 of them at the Hibana concert in Germany. And especially they played the live version of Backlight, and hearing that again, hearing her live vocals over the speaker, even though it was not as loud as it was at the concert hall, I realized, again, how amazing she is. What an amazing voice she has. And it's not only her voice itself. I mean, no one is born being a perfect singer. She has trained for so long on her own, and then probably with a coach after she got picked up by a label. But she's been training her voice for so long, over all those years. And it did pay off, because now she sounds absolutely amazing. I get chills whenever I hear her vocals. I want to be like that. It's not admiration this time. It's not like, oh my god, she's so cool, I want to be like that. No, this time I feel like I have to. I feel like it's my mission, it's my duty to become someone like that. Even if I never get to her level of fame, I don't care. I'm not comparing myself to her. I see her as an inspiration and as someone who could guide me. Just by existing and putting out new music, I can use her songs to guide me to the path that I need to be on in order to, become a singer myself. And even if I not even reach half as many followers on YouTube, for example, as she does, I don't care. I want to continue, and I want to work on this, and I want to make people happy. Because honestly, I can't be happy right now, but I don't care. I'm happy if I can make someone's day by uploading a new cover. I'm happy if one day I can put out my original music and people feel comfort, or people will feel understood listening to it, and they write a comment saying something like, this song was exactly what I needed, I'm going through something like this right now, and the lyrics actually really reflect what I'm thinking, thank you so much, something like this. I don't know, it doesn't have to be exactly like this. I'm just trying to, base this of what I usually see under songs, especially sad or emotional songs on YouTube. So if I can get that, if I can get to that point, I think I've made it. And I don't care how long it's gonna take. I don't care how tiresome the journey's gonna be. I don't care how much I will struggle with setting up my equipment and being like figuring out how to record vocals and stuff and mix everything. I don't care. Even if I have to like pay someone to mix my my covers or mix my covers and then show me how it's done so I can do it by myself in the future. I don't care. I will somehow get there, and I will never leave. Guys, I will not leave you. It might take some time for me to come back sometimes. I might not upload something for months, but I will always come back to this channel, and that is a promise. And you can hold me accountable if I don't, like if I ever break this promise and ever not return after some time. I don't know. I just went on a rant here. I think I've calmed down a little bit for now. It's probably gonna get worse once I stop recording again. Thank you all so much for listening. I love all of you. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead of you. And well, I'm feeling a bit lonely, so tell me something in the comments. If you're still listening, I don't care what it is. Tell me about your day. If it's, for example, if it's nighttime for you right now, tell me something you did recently. Tell me how life's going. Tell me something interesting, something exciting. Just tell me something from your life. Tell me something about you. Anything. I don't care what it is. I just want to connect to people. So, yeah. Anyway. I look forward to reading your comments then and replying to them as well. Thank you for being here and letting me vent. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry for how my voice sounds right now. I did not warm it up at all, and yeah, it is kind of deep. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. Love you. See you soon, hopefully. I don't know with what kind of video, but I will be back. Promise.